Well, hey guys and gals, welcome back to all of Fabric 7 with Mr. Blockhead. We've got episode 8 here, and today I just want to do a bunch of random things. Let's go. I discovered that with these gates, if you make a path block first and then place the gate down, that you can have gates over path blocks. We need to make a path through the sand here. Okay, that's done. I made a pathway that goes out here, changed those blocks, went over here, goes this way, that way, and to this random little hole, which is where our mine is. If we walk in there and get to our mine. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. What are you supposed to be, some kind of Viking? What is this? It didn't even drop anything cool. Not even the horned helmet. I also built this nether portal thingy-mabobber up here. I built it in between a couple of episodes, and I just haven't had a chance to show it off. All right, the next thing I wanted to do was put in these fancy beds from Handcrafted. I like that. Okay, now I've put these nightstands. That's kind of cool. Then it says to right-click with a sheet to change the appearance. Oh, okay, I've moved the bed forward, and I put these jungle planks in here, some chip mod stuff, and then we've got jungle cupboards up above. I think that looks kind of cool. Okay, I've added in a little lantern and now a jungle chest. I went ahead and cut this out. This was the spiral cobblestone. Put windows in there. I moved the chest, or the stuff from that chest, into here, and then now we can go ahead and grab out this little cat plushie and put him on the shelf, maybe? Okay, I think I got a layout for this room. We've got a nice little sofa area. I expanded it a little bit by making that sofa. And then over here we have some nice chairs. I like these. These are from Handcrafted. And it said I can right-click them with a cushion to change their looks, but I don't have a cushion. Here I made a table just out of some trapdoors. These are chipped. And these are all chipped trapdoors of different types. So I think that looks pretty good. All right, I added something that I think makes this room look so cool. And that is these beams across. They're just jungle slabs, but I think they just really work in here. I also did these beams down the hall. I think it just looks great. Okay, I think I kind of figured out a few more things in this room. What I did here is I put the jukebox, and this is where we're going to keep our music discs. And these are some more of those cabinets from bakery. In this room, I put just a couple of chairs and a little deal. I think that works well for this little spot. On this side, I put these aquariums from Villagers Plus. I believe you can put fish in them. I'm going to try this big flower pot. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, here at the entrance, I figured something out. I just put one extra row of the cobbled little curly Q blocks here. And I think that makes the entrance a little bit more grand and a little bit more obvious that it's an entrance. I've left this alone for way too long. These bakery deals right here have to go. It sounds like the whole house is burning down. I kind of got used to it, but let's try these instead. These are brick ovens from something. From some mod. What's the mod? I'm not sure, but I don't know if... I don't think the stove really works. That's much better. Except now it's not really like an oven. Huh. These stoves, I think this will work. If I put coal in here, will it do this? I don't know. We could do this and break this guy. And put him here. So we got the wood one, and we got that one. And that way, we can have a cooking pot that's going. Whoa. And we've got this guy. Okay, I made this little kitchen hood. That's kind of cool. There we go, that looks good. That's from the Handcrafted mod. Put in a little spice rack, a little fruit basket, a tool rack. I found some pots that are going to work with this. This is from Handcrafted again. I think that works okay. I made another one here. These have magenta leaves from Chipped. Also from the Handcrafted mod, we have a cup and plate. I like that. That looks good. I tried the plates just by themselves, and they looked odd. They were like diamond-shaped instead of square. Okay, I made a few more additions. I put these lights in here. This is from Macaw's. And look, you can right-click and turn them on and off. How cool is that? So I put them along there. I also put them kind of up over the table. I think that works better than trying to do a chandelier, just because the table is 2 blocks wide and it would look weird if it was like in the middle, or not in the middle. I also put a couple of pots on here with some flowers. In here, I did another cup and saucer there. And then, let's see, you saw that. Oh, I did these books, because in the handcrafted mod, like, my favorite thing is the pile of books. And there's a pile of books. I also put a couple of knives on our tool shelf thing there. I think that works well. Then out here, I did a couple more piles of books. I put a painting here. The only trouble is you can't set anything on these because they're a special type of shelf, where like if I try to set like this heavy weighted pressure plate on here and make like our computer, it puts it on as though it's like on a shelf or something. Anyway, another pile of books there, another pile of books there. And then over here, I moved this. I moved that because it just makes more sense to have a music player there where it can play to the open. I also put these lights down the hall. I think that works well. They're a little low, but they look right. Just another pile of books there. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. I really like the symmetry of it. Okay, I've made some progress in the library here. So I changed this around a little bit. I made it look like these boxes were on these shelves. They're kind of not sitting on the shelf, but they sort of are. Over here, I made a little desk with some books on it, little lamp. I really like these wall cabinets that I did for the kitchen, and so they're in there. We've got some books in there. We've got storage in here, and then eventually we can turn these chests into diamond chests. So we should have plenty of storage in here. Over here, I decided to make this jungle table from another furniture mod. That's the name of the mod. I'm not saying there's... Anyway, then we have these jungle drawers, and I think that works well and allows me to do the whole computer-looking thing. And back in the bedroom, I added some of these on the side here and these 2 lamps. And in our storage room, our workroom here, I added these lamps on the ceilings. I'm probably going to change these later because it looks a little weird, but they kind of work if you can kind of pretend that they're hanging from the ceiling. I put these 2 wall cabinets here on our little music box area. I think that works really well. I worked on our Industrial Revolution smelting thingy-mabob. I changed it around a little bit so that we actually have smelters here. I don't know about this mod. I honestly am not impressed with it because it doesn't do a lot of the things that I really was hoping it would do. Like, for example, I upgraded this thing to a Mark II and it still cannot compress diamonds to get me diamond plates. The next thing I'm working on is this little tower. This is a tower that's going to eventually house our Waystone. I found a wandering trader, and it turns out you can put some of these little tropical fish into the aquariums. Okay, I've worked on the design a little bit. I kind of cut the corners out so it's more of like a round shape, I guess. And then I went ahead and put in stair blocks, and I like this iteration better. At first I just did that and thought that would kind of look cool, but then I think this is the way to go. How do I get down off of here? There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's the look I wanted very much so. So all we have to do now is move the Waystone. There we go, and it's not really like there, like a beacon, but from my mapping mod, that kind of looks cool with that color there. And I can change the color actually in the mapping mod, but I like that how it kind of comes out of the top of the tower. Oh yeah, and when you step back from it, looks so cool. I expanded the pathway to come up over this way, up here, up this way, and on over to our new Waystone tower. Then it also connects up to this pathway here, like that, so we can walk all around on nice pathways. I made these little beach parasols. I thought I had to use plushies for them, but I didn't, so I just used wool. And now we have 1, 2, 3 little umbrellas. I finally completed this cabbage farm by putting these Modern Dynamics pipes out the back that now input only seeds, and then the output of the cabbage comes into this chest. So hopefully that should be working well. Also, I used what I did have to make some mutton wraps. So I've got some extra food now. In this area, I added these item shelves from supplementaries. I think that's going to work well. Okay, outside of our bedroom, I've been wanting to decorate this for a while, and it's perfect. I discovered these things called gingham wool slabs, so it's just wool. And then, oh, I should probably do more of those. But then we have some curtains. Actually, I might take these off. That probably looks better. And then I supported it with like some, you can see that, the fence. We've got some little flower boxes from another furniture mod. Then we have this little, this was the stove that was in the kitchen. I think it works well for like a little outdoor fire pit place thingy. And then, of course, the chairs and the little table slash stool there. And I think that this is just perfect. Yeah, this has like the perfect feel to it out here. That inspired me to put a few sofas out front of the house. I think that looks nice. I put a couple more in our little courtyard in the middle here, also a few lanterns around. I found these little item shelves with the mod supplementaries, and I put them all over in our little garden room. That will give me the ability to put flowers and whatnot on these to make this garden room look a little bit more gardeny. There's this weird sort of hole trench looking thing right here that I want to fill up. That's done and looks much better. We still have some time left here in this episode, so I think the move is to maybe try to create a more realistic looking mine entrance, or at least decorate this thing. And I gotta be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, I've kind of got the start of something. Okay, I think I got this thing all decorated. Here's the front, like it. And then inside, moving downwards in here, and then I put barrels and things to hold the ceiling up, quote unquote. And then here, more of that, some more barrels. And then I actually did a couple of these places where I put these windows in order to give us kind of like a, an entrance into kind of some of the caves around here. The mine entrance itself is right here. And then we have some more windows out into this little area here where the deeper cave is. And then right here we have a little table and chairs with a pot and so on and so forth. And I think this looks really good. Okay, I did some more work on our flower room. Did a lot more work on it. I like this room. So I rearranged the chest. As you can see, these are some hanging pots from Beautify. I put some little dirt down here so we could do some flowers there. And then this paper lantern is the new addition. I went out and found some paper, and you can combine it with a dandelion to make this little deal here. There's other flowers you can combine it with that look a little better, but that's kind of cool. Then I added these flower boxes on the walls, got some of these oak lattices, and there we go. I think this room looks fantastic now. Okay, back into... Whoa, Mr. Mel the Unholy. That's funny. I finally did it. I finally did a little bit of decorating in these two rooms. This is going to be the armor room and the armory, where we have armor things and weapons and stuff, and then also our smithing table, and we have a damaged anvil. The other room is like our potions and weird gem room. I really don't know what's going on with the gems yet. I made some gem dust in order to make this random thing that looks like a ghost is hammering on some sort of table. And you can't turn this off. It just constantly does this and makes that little tink sound. And it's kind of annoying, but that's the thing. And we have a salvaging table where sometimes you can salvage things and get time-worn fabric, because I need some of that. And then we also have gem cutting, which I have no idea what that does. So that's for another episode for sure, because I think we might be out of time for this particular episode. Well, guys and gals, I hope you've enjoyed this episode on Mr. Blockhead's World, or whatever we're calling this thing. I hope you're having an amazing, awesome, beautiful, fantastic, fantabulous day. And God bless.